How have you used technology? The first piece of technology that I used was a website called Blogger. This was so I could record all of my findings and keep them in the same place and make sure everything's organised. Another thing I used was Google. This was so I could search for photos to create my mood board and to find other websites that would help me. Another thing I used was PowerPoint. This was so I could make slideshow of the research that I found, for example, CD covers and websites, and I'd write about what I saw and how that could help with my CD covers and website. I also used Scribd to upload PowerPoints to the internet, and then I was able to upload them to my blog. Another thing I used was Prezi. This was an interesting way of recording the research I have found, and I used this when I was researching music videos and how often shots come up. Another thing I used was email, so I could message the artist and ask for permission if I could use their song. And when creating my mood board, I used Google to find the website to create mood boards, and I also used Google to search for pictures, what I needed. And this gave me an idea of what colours I could use when creating my website in Digipack. Another thing I used was WordCloud. This was so I could find out what words to search in Google to find pictures for my mood board, which helped an awful lot. Another thing I used was the Handycam. This was to create tester footage to see if the thing we wanted was able to be created. And I also used Final Cut to put the clips that we recorded on the Handycam together to see if the editing we wanted to do would actually work. And the final thing that I used was a webcam to take photos of my storyboards and planning on paper, which I done. When it comes to the construction stage, I also use Blogger to put on my pictures and layouts for my website, banner and Digipack design. I also use Google to search for websites to find fonts. I then found FontSpace, which I used to get fonts that I wanted to be on my banner, Digipack and website. I also used my digital camera to take photos of the days we were filming and to have photos of the girls that were playing our band members, so I have photos to put on our Digipack and website. I then used GIMP to make my Digipack and banner and make it look more professional by using this software. I then used iWeb to create my website in, and I also put my banner and Digipack designs on it to make it look like a more official site. I then used the HD camera to record footage for our music video, and then we used our mobile phones to keep in touch with each other so we knew where we was meeting and whereabouts. I then used Final Cut to edit together the footage we had to create our music videos. Whilst I was doing this, I was taking screenshots from what we was doing in Final Cut so we could show what we was doing and I could put it on Blogger. And then finally, we uploaded it to YouTube to show everyone what we had done. In the evaluation stage, I used SurveyMonkey to write up questions which me and my group have made, which they can answer about my music video, Digipack and website. I then posted this survey and pictures of my music video and Digipack and website so people could answer the questions. And then also posted this on Twitter. Then I used Word to type up my findings of what people thought about my video and how I could improve it. I then used Scribd to upload my Word document which I've created. I then used iMovie to create this video I'm doing right now. And then finally I'm going to use YouTube to post this video which I've created.